If you're a woman over 50 and you're struggling to lose weight, you're not alone. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 of the common mistakes I see women making and how to overcome those mistakes. I've helped literally hundreds of women break through these 4 common barriers and achieve results that they often thought were impossible. Take, for example, you can see on screen right now, Gaenor, who's able to lose 85 pounds and completely transform her health and well-being. So let's dive into what these 4 common mistakes are, and if any of them resonate with you, then please comment below, or if I don't cover a mistake that you've been making, please add that below in the comment section so maybe I can do a video on that at some point in the future. Okay, so let's kick off with mistake number 1. It's the classic, the 1200 calorie diet. So many women want to start off on 1200 calories. Why? Because that's what they've been told, that's what they've tried in the past, and maybe you've had some success doing that. But here's the problem with a 1200 calorie diet. It leaves no wiggle room to go anywhere. So if you're on 1200 calories a day and you hit a plateau, what do? Do you cut the calories more, down to 1100, 1000, below 1000, or do you increase your activity level? So my recommendation that I give to my clients is, rather than starting at such a low level, is to use this simple formula you can see on screen now, which is to take your target or goal body weight in pounds and multiply that by 12. So for example, if we're saying you want to be 10 stone, that's 140 pounds. You take 140 pounds, you multiply that by 12, that'll give you 1,680 calories. Now you may be thinking, well, hang on, Eric, that's way too many calories for me to be eating. I'm never going to lose weight on that amount of calories. But the reality is you're probably eating more than that now anyway. So I would suggest you start off there and multiply, say, by 12, get that starting figure of 1,680 calories, run that for a week, and if you see the weight coming off, typically a pound, pound and a half, maybe even 2 pounds coming off, then you can probably stick with that for at least 6 to 12 weeks. If you don't see anything coming off after 7 days, and you've got to be honest with your 7 days, then you might shave off another 100, 150 calories, run with that for another 7 days. If the weight starts coming off, then you stick with that for 6 to 12 weeks. Mistake number 2 that I see women over 50 making when it comes to losing weight is not doing weight training. There's a myth out there that if you do weight training, you're going to become big and bulky. Well, you can see on screen right now a lady called Sue who started off doing weights a couple of times a week and then increased it to 5 times a week. And I think you'll agree there's nothing big and bulky about Sue. So incorporating weight training into your weight loss journey is an effective way of not only helping you to lose weight, not that exercise is for weight loss, but in terms of boosting your metabolism so that when you are at rest, you can actually be burning more calories. So please don't make mistake number 2, which is to avoid doing weight training. Do it at least 3 to 4 times per week. Mistake number 3 that I see women over 50 make when they're trying to lose weight is this idea that you have to become a gym member. And whilst gyms are, I think personally, a good place to go, they're not everybody's cup of tea. So take, for example, Helen, who I worked with, was able to lose over 20 pounds, get herself into really good shape, into such good shape she was able to not only lose the weight and get into the clothes she wanted to wear, she was also able to go on and complete the Camino Santiago walk. So you don't need a gym membership. You can do everything perfectly well from the comfort of your own home. So finally, mistake number 4 that I see women making when they're trying to lose weight is this idea everything has to be perfect. So the diet has to be perfect, your week has to be perfect, the stars have to be lined up perfectly in order for you to be able to get started on weight loss and lose it successfully. And nothing could be further from the truth. Take, for example, Gaenor on screen right now. Gaenor, when she started with me, Gaenor was running her own business, employing over 80 staff, I believe. So that's a busy job in itself. She was also getting the business ready for sale, so she was almost doing like double the work. But in addition to that, she had parents who were both ill in hospital at the time when she started, and she was having to travel 40 minutes to get to the hospital, do whatever she had to do there, and then travel back again, back home, and then complete more work. On top of that, she was also supporting her daughters. One was getting ready to get married. So talk about not being the perfect situation to get started. Now you may be thinking, well, that's all good and well for her, there's no way I could do that. Well, here's the thing that we did. We started off with really small steps because we've got to be realistic. You've only got so much bandwidth to focus on weight loss. And if you try and focus everything on weight loss and forget everything else, then everything's going to fall apart. So we took some simple steps that she could incorporate whilst all this busy stuff was going on. And she went on and lost 85 pounds. So please don't make the mistake of thinking that you have to have this perfect storm, this perfect scenario in order to be able to start the weight loss journey. Now you may be wondering, what kind of mindset do I actually need then to get started? Well, on screen right now is the video you want to be watching before you start off on your weight loss journey, which will go into the mindset secrets that people like Gaenor, Helen who I've showed, Sue have shown on this video, adopted, and I helped them to adopt so they could become successful with their weight loss. So click on the next video if it's on screen. If it's not, be sure to subscribe so that when I do release the next video on mindset secrets for successful weight loss, you'll be notified about that. Until then, take care and bye for now.